Anti-tank mines planted by Ukrainian troops successfully destroyed a Russian armored column in a forest field along the same road in the Kursk region of Russia. Military blogger avdiivka USA reported this on his page on the social network X, publishing a video compiled from footage taken by unmanned aerial vehicles. Phoenix RUBpAK drones and FPV drones also destroyed a number of combat vehicles such as tanks, MT-LBs, and BREMs in precise and effective strikes. This success caused significant losses for Russian troops, demonstrating the great impact of drone technology in modern warfare. In addition, the downing of a Ukrainian heavy bomber called Vampire added to the complexity of the situation, having a major impact on Ukrainian morale and combat power. Nevertheless, the Phoenix RUBpAK drone remained a key element in the success of this operation, demonstrating its efficiency and destructive power against enemy armored vehicles. The Ukrainian military reported that they were able to repel the Russian attack by destroying many Russian tanks, BMPs, and Lancets that were roaming around. Financial losses for Moscow alone are estimated at tens of millions of dollars. The military previously reported that they managed to destroy enemy vehicles. Released footage showed several armored vehicles being hit. During this attack, the Russian military lost 45 soldiers killed and 53 wounded. The ongoing fighting in the Kursk region has seen Russian troops desperately trying to stop the Ukrainian offensive at all costs, and have once again turned to their North Korean allies for help. Russia's main goal is to prevent Ukrainian forces from penetrating deeper into strategic areas, particularly the larger village of Bolshoi-Soldatskoye. Every Ukrainian victory at Kursk is a symbolic blow to the Russian leadership, damaging President Vladimir Putin's image at home and abroad. By December 2024, the average daily movement of Russian troops slowed to about 9 square kilometers after 3 months of territorial gains and significant losses of personnel in September, October, and November. At the same time, the Russian military command may not tolerate such high casualties compared to Vladimir Putin if the pace of advance continues to slow, the ISDU report said. Overall, the repeated destruction of North Korean units at Kursk is an example of Ukraine's ability to exploit Russian weaknesses, such as a lack of artillery and mechanized support, while maintaining momentum in its renewed offensive. The battle underscores Russia's growing reliance on undersupported units and the unsustainable nature of its defensive strategy. These failures have left the North Koreans isolated and vulnerable, reducing them to little more than cannon fodder. Russian forces see no incentive to accept a ceasefire in Ukraine, while they believe they can maintain their advances, particularly around Pokrovsk in Donetsk Oblast, said Michael Dishana, a fellow at the Intermarium Center for Studies at the Institute of World Politics in Washington. The assessment comes at a critical time, as President-elect Donald Trump's team prepares a new peace initiative for Ukraine. But the timing and circumstances suggest that this effort may be doomed from the start, with Moscow betting that it can outlast Western support while pursuing territorial gains despite mounting casualties. As reported, the newly elected U.S. President Donald Trump announced preparations for a meeting with the head of the Kremlin, Vladimir Putin, but did not specify a specific date for the talks. The Kremlin has not yet commented on Trump's statement. However, Putin's press secretary Dmitro Peskov told reporters the day before that if Trump still intends to contact the Russian ruler after his inauguration on January 20, it would be welcomed in Moscow. However, as previously reported, the Russian authorities do not intend to give up on the conditions for ending the war that have not changed since 2021. It is worth recalling that Russian dictator Vladimir Putin rejected the proposals, which were being developed by the team of the newly elected U.S. President Donald Trump regarding a possible peace plan.